medic unit. So Dan, a 3-minute runoff right here for these riders to try to sneak in one more fast lap if they can. But just an unfortunate break for Max Vohland. I'm gutted. Again, I'm close with the family. I'm close with Talon. I've been emotionally invested into watching Max this year, and man, I'm bummed.
Such a great kid, and he came on the show as one of the Dunlop elites in I think our first round here in Houston, when we were in Houston, and just such a great kid, and taking his time, you know, obviously trying to get that experience and doing a great job of it. But you know, going down, that can happen to anyone at any time, at any level in the sport. And
there's 2 points to be made. The first is he's a rookie. He's learning. The whoop section is where he went down. I don't know if he was hammering the whoops that lap. Maybe he's still jumping through, but that is the toughest part of the track for a rookie to learn. So if you're going to have an issue, the odds are that might be the place it happens. So that's 1 point. But the second point is I haven't seen Max really doing anything that seemed risky. He doesn't really take unnecessary chances. So that one might have just jumped up and bit him. And you know, obviously not a high mile-per-hour area of the track, but just depending on how he landed, it was bad.
He's been very smart about his riding, for sure.
Minute and 45 left. Christian Craig is chasing Jett Lawrence. Now, Lawrence has got a 47.2. He is the fastest rider on the track in this session. Craig and Nicholes and Michael Mosiman are now all in the 47s as well. Shimoda's just barely out with a 48.1. So that's your top 5 as they run. And again, to Michael Mosiman, a lot of speed, but got to put it together in the main event. He'll be looking to get a podium tonight if he can. And Jett Lawrence would love to bounce back with a win. You know, he got 3rd last week on Saturday, had that big crash in practice, but still gutted it out for a good finish, racked up some points, and he's only 6 down in the championship. So if you want to make a run, you're going to have to win, straight up. This isn't going to be one of those series, I think, where you can sneak into it. Now that there's only really 3 riders in kind of that top tier mathematically, you're going to have to beat them. You're not going to sneak this title on Colt Nicholes and Christian Craig. Jett's going to have to come out, take the speed that he's got in qualifying, and put it to him in the main and get the points.
I think there's a little more pressure here, you know, after that crash in his quali, as he put it, to get back up and reassure himself that he has what it takes. But even he said, I was nowhere near where they were at. I couldn't catch him. I wasn't even going to try. And so, you know, as if he's healthy, and I don't know how his leg is affecting him. It doesn't seem to be affecting him at all, but it could be. But not enough to where the pain's going to get to him. Then he'll be able to push through and hopefully get on the top step. But man, he's got a lot of work to do, and if he lets these 2 slip away after tonight or tomorrow or this residency in Indianapolis, very, very hard to get it back.
Yeah, then it gets difficult. If you get yourself 15 points down in the 250 class, you're in a tough spot. Now, Colt Nicholes has been passed by Michael Mosiman in this session. Mosiman's up to a 47.6, so Nicholes laying it down. But see how he overjumped that a little bit right there? Yeah. In a race, that's okay. You make little mistakes. But on this hot lap where you are looking for perfection, those are the little things that are going to get you. That's why you're going to miss the top spot by 0.1 or 0.2. Just those tiny little mistakes. Let's see what he gets on this one. 47.8 was his best. That was a 47.9, so a good run.
Lawrence improved too, it looked like.
47.2, 47.5, 47.6. 7-8 from Nicholes. God, they're all right there.
Yeah, Mosiman in a good spot in his Troy Lee Designs Red Bull gas. He was cooking on that one we were watching when we came back after the break.
But it's Jett Lawrence, 17-year-old factory Honda HRC rider, top of the board with that 47.2. That's a good time. Christian Craig, Michael Mosiman, Colt Nicholes rounding out the top 4. It's Shimoda, Oldenburg, Max Vohland, and Josh Osby.